Did you know that 5 simple exercises can significantly alter how your body looks and feels? So, let's dive right in with our first exercise, the dead hang. You've probably seen people at the gym just hanging from the bar with no movement and wondered, how is this even helpful? Well, this simple movement is one of the most effective ways to improve your shoulder health, decompress your spine, and strengthen your grip. Don't worry if you don't have access to a gym. You can easily use a cheap doorway pull-up bar right at home. If you spend a lot of time sitting throughout the day, you'll definitely want to learn the correct way to hang. Here's how you do it. Find a pull-up bar or sturdy overhead structure. Grip the bar with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Let your body hang naturally. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your core engaged. Try to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds to start, and then gradually work yourself up to like 1 or 2 minutes. Trust me, if you've never done it before, it is not as easy as it looks, so you're going to want to start off with some shorter holds. Alright, now that we've loosened up the shoulders and strengthened your grip, it's time to shift the focus to the lower body and core with the glute bridge. This exercise is great for building glute strength, improving core stability, and easing tight hip flexors. These are some commonly overlooked areas of the body for men when they're putting together a workout routine. By targeting the often neglected glute muscles, it helps to stabilize your pelvis and supports your lower back, making everyday movements like walking, climbing stairs, or lifting heavy objects more effortless and pain-free. If physical activity feels like a challenge, or you've experienced lower back tension, the glute bridge is a must-have in your routine to make you feel younger and stronger. So, let me show you how to do it. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground, hip-width apart. Press through your heels as you lift your hips off the ground, squeezing your glutes at the top. Remember to keep your core tight throughout the entire movement. Hold this for 2 to 3 seconds, and then slowly lower yourself back down. After just a couple of sets of this exercise, you're going to feel your lower back start to really light up. But if this exercise is too easy for you, you can try a single leg variation or put a little bit of weight across your hips. I'm pretty sure you're going to be looking forward to the 5th exercise because it's one that reverses years of damage that's been done to your entire back. It uses rotational movement, but more on that coming up. Right now, we're at the farmer's carry. This is simple but incredibly effective. At first glance, it may look like just walking with weights, but this movement provides a full body workout that builds the muscles in your shoulder girdle, strengthens your grip, stabilizes your core, and enhances overall balance and coordination. It's also going to challenge your posture as you resist the natural pull of the weights trying to tip you off balance. This exercise isn't just about building strength, it's also about functionality. It mimics real-life activities such as carrying groceries or hauling luggage through an airport. The farmer's carry not only makes these everyday tasks easier, but it also reduces the risk of injuries by training your body to handle heavy loads safely and efficiently. So, to perform this exercise, grab a pair of dumbbells, kettlebells, or really any heavy objects that you can hold securely. Start with a manageable weight and gradually increase as your strength improves. Stand tall with your shoulders back, chest up, and core engaged. If it helps, imagine that there's a string pulling you up from the top of your head to help maintain a straight spine. Begin walking forward slowly and deliberately, taking steady, controlled steps. Focus on maintaining a stable, upright posture and keeping the weights close to your body. Aim to walk for like 30 to 60 seconds per carry. As you grow stronger, you can increase either the weight or the duration of the carry. Now that we've focused on building strength and stability, let's shift gears and dive into a movement that restores mobility and flexibility, the resting squat. This is one of the most restorative and foundational movements for the human body. It's a position that humans are designed to spend time in, but due to modern lifestyles, long hours sitting in chairs, tight hips, and reduced lower body strength, many people struggle to get into or even hold this position. This exercise not only builds strength in your legs and core, but it also improves the mobility of your ankles, hips, and knees. It's particularly helpful for tasks like bending down to pick something up, gardening, or even sitting comfortably on the floor. Look, if you've ever struggled to squat down without feeling tightness or imbalance, this movement right here is essential for regaining that natural functionality. It's also going to transfer over to a lot of other exercises that you will want to perform and make them a lot easier to do. Now, I know it looks easy, but I suggest easing yourself into this. I wouldn't go all the way down right at the beginning. You're going to want to stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and your toes slightly turned out to a comfortable angle. Now, slowly sink down into a deep squat position. Make sure to keep your heels flat on the ground, your chest upright, and your back neutral. Aim to stay in the squat for like 20 to 30 seconds at first, and then gradually increase to like 1 or 2 minutes over time. If maintaining your balance is a challenge, just hold on to a sturdy object like a countertop or a chair for some extra stability. Keep your heels down throughout the entire exercise. Avoid rising onto your toes as that will put unnecessary strain on your knees and reduce the effectiveness of the entire exercise. Your knees should track just over your toes, and your chest should remain lifted to avoid rounding your back. When most people work out, they often forget that rotational movement is a key aspect of overall functional fitness, and that's why I included thread the needle in this video. This exercise is a highly effective rotational movement that targets the thoracic spine, shoulders, and upper back. It's a very simple yet very powerful way to improve your flexibility, reduce tension, and increase rotational mobility. Things that all lead to living a better life with less pain and more mobility as we age. So, if you spend long hours sitting at a desk or frequently feel tightness in your shoulders and upper back, this exercise is a must. Poor posture, repetitive motions, and lack of rotation in daily life often lead to stiffness in your upper body. Thread the needle will help counteract these issues by opening up the thoracic spine and restoring fluidity to your movements. Follow closely how to do it, and then we'll be getting into that structured workout routine that I mentioned earlier. You're going to start on all fours with your hands directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Keep your back neutral. Reach one arm underneath your body, threading it through the space between your opposite arm and leg, the eye of the needle. Allow your torso to rotate as you follow your arm with your eyes. Now, extend that arm as far as possible while keeping your hips stable and facing forward. Hold for a moment to feel the stretch in your upper back. Then, when you thread your arm back through, you're going to continue rotating and reach up to the sky, still following your hand with your eyes. You're going to want to avoid rushing through this motion. Focus on slow, deliberate movements in order to maximize the stretch and improve mobility. If you want to challenge yourself, you can add resistance by holding a light resistance band or weight in your moving hand to activate additional muscles and deepen that stretch. Alright, now's the time for me to show you how you can combine these exercises into a very quick and effective workout that you can do 3 times a week. Up first, you're going to dead hang for 3 sets of 30 seconds. Over time, you can build this up to 1 or 2 minutes. Then, you're going to do a glute bridge, 2 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Then, over to the farmer's carry, and you're going to walk for 30 to 60 seconds for 3 rounds. After that, we thread the needle, 2 sets of 10 repetitions per side, and finally, the resting squat, which you're going to hold for like 20 to 30 seconds for 2 to 3 rounds. As always, be sure to rest for about a minute in between your sets. In total, this workout takes about 20 minutes and addresses strength, mobility, and flexibility. This workout, consistently done 3 times per week, will yield noticeable results. So, share this video with a friend that you think would also find it to be helpful.